Shalom, everybody. This is Sapori Bream, and I am the editor-in-chief of artisticministry.net. And I know that it's been a while since I've done a video. I've just had a lot that I still have a lot that I'm working on, and I just wanted to just do a video just to let you guys know that I am still here, and also to show my appreciation, just to share my appreciation for those of you who were there throughout the podcast, through all the episodes, those of you who took the risk and left comments, those of you who actually, you know, hit the thumbs up icon, those of you who viewed it. You know, I don't know about a lot of other people, but I know that on my channel I get there's a lot of attacks and oppression going on, and the view, as I said in some of the podcast episodes, the view counts are messed with, and so I mean, I don't even really know how many people, if I'll ever get an accurate way of determining how many people actually watched those episodes, how many people actually did hit the the thumbs up, the like icon, how many people left comments, because there were times when there were comments but then the comments would disappear, and I mean, I don't know. So but I just wanted to just say thank you for those of you who did show your support, and also to let you know that one of the reasons why I haven't been doing a lot of videos since then, or no videos since then, is because I've got a lot that I'm working on. It's by the title, you know, it's an artistic ministry. So and that's basically using different artistic platforms to try and share the good news of the Messiah. Okay, and I know that there are a lot of different types of ministries. There are welfare missions, there are proselytizing missions, and I know even amongst some churches they do genealogy missions. There's just a lot that goes on. There are different people who go, they take their missions, their ministries into the prisons, you know, into just different, you know, rehabilitation programs and such. And that's cool. But mine is wanting to spread the news, the good news of the Messiah through using artistic platforms. And anyone who's had a chance to go to the website, then you know that there's I think I've like opened up some of the links where there are or I do just the t-shirts, the sweatshirts, sometimes even like pillows, postcards, t-shirts. A lot of them are not made available yet, because it takes a long time, and it's just me, you know. But there are more projects that I'm working on, and so that's another reason why I haven't been around. But what I decided to do, because I do want to like still maintain and keep contact with you guys, is one of the projects that I'm working on. Okay, I'm going to solicit your help. Actually, this is the deal. One of the projects that I'm working on, because this is an artistic platform and I'm trying to use different types of artistic just elements. One of them is literature. Literature is it's an artistic element, is using haiku. So what I am trying to do is I've been just looking at the haiku in comparison to those of us who are dealing with this phenomenon known as gang-stalking or targeting. Adult bullying, community harassment, organized harassment, call it what you will, but one of the tactics that is used, or one of the outcomes of it, is this sense of isolation. And a lot of the artistic elements that I'm using, a lot of these different platforms, these were areas in art that I had just discovered and developed an interest in long before I knew anything about what it was that I was experiencing in terms of being targeted. I only, as I shared from the very first video when I started finally doing videos for this channel, is that I have been dealing with, I've only learned about the name of this harassment. I've only known that for about like maybe a year now, a year and a half. But I had always used art and and just, the Most High, the Almighty, the good news of His Messiah. I've used those as a way to kind of buffer, to kind of help me make it through. And so now that I, have this name for what it is that I'm dealing with, and since doing the podcast, this fiery trial, what I've been doing is looking at just incorporating some of the aspects of being, targeted, some of the tactics that I've had to endure and still endure, and that you endure, okay, that we are all going through, and looking at them through the lens of some of the different artistic elements. I hope I'm making sense. Okay, which is one of the reasons why I'm soliciting your help. So one of them is, one of the elements is haiku. Okay, a haiku is, it's alone, it's a small verse. How does that, looking at, being a victim of gang stalking through the lens, okay, through the lens of a haiku. Now, the other thing that I'm doing is trying to use the platform of just video, making videos. And so I am working on a project, just exploring with different lenses, different filters, just a lot. And so what I want to do is get your opinion on something. So I'm going to add a clip, okay, from a part of this video production that I'm trying to put together. I'm going to add it to the end of this video, and I would really appreciate it if you could give me your opinion on what it is that I am talking about in this video, and making the comparison, or looking at some of the aspects of being a targeted individual through the literary lens of a haiku. Do you agree with that? Do you think that it's just complete nonsense? Do you agree, and if so, why? If you disagree, why? Step up to the plate, defend your position. Why do you think it's stupid? Give a real opinion. Okay, either way, give a real opinion. Don't just say, well, that's just stupid. I mean, no, okay, don't. Please give an honest opinion. Let me know what you think of the filter. What do you think of the lens? What do you think of the lighting? Because this is all new to me, and again, it's fun. It's a way to explore. Just because I'm isolated doesn't mean that I don't get to have a life. Just because you are a victim of gang stalking, that does not. Don't let that set the parameters for your life. I watch these videos sometimes where these individuals are sitting in a room in the dark, and they're talking, and I just, my heart goes out to them. I know that that's for many of them, that is really where they're at. And so I'm not trying to belittle that or trying to negate that or anything like that, but I just feel that there is more to it. There's more. We can do more, and we don't have to always give them our power, which is why I refer to myself and us as empowered individuals. We are empowered, okay? Yeah, so give me your opinion. Let me know what you think of this clip that is going to be at the end of this. And just briefly, the other thing that I wanted to let you know is that this is this channel, Peculiar People, this is my channel, but the official channel for the ministry, it's called Creative Gospel Expressions. There's hardly anything on it, okay? But some of the projects that I'm doing for the ministry, they're going to be made available on that channel, not this one, okay? And also on the website. But I just wanted to say that, again, even as I said that, I felt, this kind of like this automatic, clinch, like maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe some of these targeteers and perpetrators are now going to go over to that channel and start messing around trying to do something. There's not anything over there, okay? But hey, man, I don't put nothing past anyone. But please, please give me your opinion about this clip that I'm going to put on the end of this, if you agree with what I'm saying, if you don't agree, and also let me know your opinion about haiku. Okay, thank you again for your support, and please continue to support, just in spirit, okay, the ministry. And okay, with that I say shalom. For me, another part that I really just have come to enjoy, and it always stood out for me, And again, I take this now, and look at it in terms of just being, isolated. Because as many TIs, we know that is definitely that's definitely one of the components in this, what we're enduring, this fiery trial, is being alone. Either by choice, because of the people that we're around that we just cannot trust, or being forced, being pushed away, being shunned and thrown out because of gaslighting, where people have said so much and lied on us and just defamed us in such a way that others won't have anything to do with us. They're not willing to listen as we try to explain and clarify, and so we're pushed out. But either way, we find ourselves alone. And I was, again, this was research that I did years ago, just in a place of just that melancholy aloneness, and turning to art and turning to literature, which, of course, included haiku. And because, again, at this time, I didn't know, again, what it was that I was dealing with. It was something that I was going through alone, and I felt really isolated. And so that makes, for me, it makes these gems even that much more precious, because there were things that I had to find. I was just searching, trying to find something, and I found something. But one of the observations that someone had made about haiku was that it's alone. A haiku is alone. It's one lone verse that sits by itself on a giant page, and that's all there is. And it may or may not have a drawing to go with it. It might, but then again, many times it doesn't. There's nothing with it. It's just one lone verse, a few lines. Okay, again, maybe 3 lines, maybe 5 lines, maybe 7 lines, but it's all by itself, completely dwarfed, completely enveloped by the rest of the page. And so if the page is the world, then that haiku is the targeted individual. And I can remember when I first read that comparison, of about that haiku verse being just so alone. When I read that, I didn't know what I know now about gang-stalking. But it's real, it's clear, where that comparison, that correlation can be made. And it's an accurate correlation. We are, the TIs, we are the haiku of this world. Yes, the TI, the targeted individual, is the haiku of this society.